Good morning, our beloveds. We wish today to simply give you an update on where our another finds herself. Now, about 2 to 3 weeks ago, we recommended that she start watching some tarot readers. Those who did tarot readings for her astrological sign from the traditional form of astrology versus the Vedic. And when we asked her to watch these, we asked her to watch what resonated with her and what didn't, and why. There were some people whose readings did not align with her lifestyle at all. So either they were reading the cards too clearly by definition rather than by intuition, or they were predicting outcomes that are intended to make people feel loved. Oh, your true love is going to show up this month, versus, hey, you're going to have some struggles. So she watched a variety of them who had very different flavors, personalities, styles, card decks, manner of recording, whether it included the individual or only the cards. Many different styles. And we asked her just to observe, not to copy any one of them, but just to observe. Do you feel it's important that you be present in the video? And we showed her many where there is no person other than just some arms in the screenshots. So it really didn't matter. What really mattered was the authenticity of the reading and the connection. She noticed that some readers really just kind of stuck with what the book said, and others really tuned in. And where, most importantly, the storyline resonated or matched with where she was at, she realized that this particular style, this particular person really fit in with her life's pattern. So then we asked her to play with it. And she did. And tuning into a collective is very different than tuning into an individual, because the energy as it presents itself is vastly different, as you can imagine, because a particular collective, which in our case are the spiritually awakened individuals, you are not homogeneous, whereas an individual is homogeneous to the extent that they are somewhat aligned with themselves, but you can point out where the differential aspects are within them. The pieces that are being hidden versus the ones that are being presented forward, right? So you have an individual where it's obvious where their individual limitations are, abilities are, risks are, so forth and so on. Within a collective group, you need to find the patterns. And just like anything else, it is attached to energy, and it's something that you just have to spend a little time with. And we know that as Kati reads and channels, her intuitive antenna will improve because she will get to know this collective. When she does a reading for a person that she doesn't know, we must speak in the more generic, because we don't give her the names of the individuals. We give the overlaying issues. But when the individual shares more of their life's story, she can then specifically tune into, when this particular event happened, this was what it was. But her ability to read energy from us is not tuned into a specific event. It is what we would call the more global patterns, because at the end of the day, that's the flow of energy that we wish to connect to. But she can also tune into the specific event that they have shared and what the relevance is. So she will learn to read the energy of the collective better. But this is what we wish to share with you all. She is finding great joy in this. Whether it generates any money for her or not, she really finds that there's a purpose. Now, one of her greatest frustrations with us is that when we talk in code. Intentionally, because we have said no more pearls before the swine. Only those who really wish to do the hard inner work will be drawn to our channeled messages intentionally, because we offer esoteric knowledge that we only wish for those who are really doing the hard work to tune into. It means that we make it very difficult to digest and to understand, or even define for that matter. And those who are lazier or less intelligent when it comes to the intuitive aspects they will not be able to tune into the specifics of what it is that we're saying because it just doesn't land within their field. And that is okay. And when we talk about intelligence, we don't talk about what you guys define as intelligence. We're talking about emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence. Those who have no connection with us have no connection with us and therefore do not resonate with what we have to say. And those who have done the deep, hard inner work will have a vibration within themselves, even if they have never actually heard the messages from us in this form. They will have done the hard, deep inner work, meaning that their vibration is at a place where they can attune to and tune into what it is we offer. So today's little message is just to simply say and to inspire you all, when you find what feels good, you want to do more of it. And when something doesn't feel good, like Kati having to prepare for her taxes and clean her desk, that's not her point of inspiration. And she does it because she has to, but in small bites. But she just did a free channeled reading for somebody this morning because she was asked to, and she has asked us through intentions to grow her Instagram business, her Facebook business, her channeling and tarot card business. And so we're going to start bringing her people. So she jumped up, figured out what needed to be done, did it, uploaded it, sent it to the person, and there you go. And it makes her feel good because she loves to offer individuals insight into where their limited beliefs still lie. But then you must do the hard work. And whether this individual actually resonates with our message through her as a channel is irrelevant because she's going to offer freely what we give her and you. And then the other individual must run with it. It is their responsibility to dig deep into the message and find their inner truth. So she has met her duty and obligation to the universe, which is to offer the knowledge. And that's it. She is, again, the Google database. You put in your query, what is my life's purpose? What am I doing here? Is this partner the right one for me? What about my job? Where should I move? How come people are leaving my life? How come I feel lonely? These are all these esoteric questions which are not so linear and straightforward in answering. It is the vibrational mismatch at the core of you which brings about this disresonance in your life. And if we can help you just to become aware of where the disresonance lies and to come into attunement with yourself, then those other things that you desire will naturally begin to flow should you still set the intention and have the desire to call those into your lives. It's really simple, but it requires your input, as we have said. So this today is just a simple example of when you find a point of inspiration and what feels good because it just feels good for no other purpose. You feel like you are achieving your life's purpose in that particular moment, regardless of anything else that is happening. And it feels like bliss and satisfaction, curiosity as you also tune into, this is a new way of interpreting this. Okay, this is interesting, as spirit shares something different than what you would normally through your headspace have interpreted that card to mean. It is fun, it is creative, and it is her expression of love because her desire is to encourage self-love and to inspire illumination from within. Nothing else. And if she can help people to achieve that singular goal, the self-love, because the self-love will naturally bring the inspiration, illumination, intuition from within, then she will have met her life's intended objective, which is just simply help others to figure out what love feels like as she is on the same journey as well. And so it is. Namaste.